So welcome to this is the definitely now the penultimate game before the split. It's an important one as well with Celtic, a chance for them to extend their lead against Hibernian, who are looking for a top six finish and will really need to get some points on the board in order to help that happen today. So here are the teams: Marciano in goal, Stevenson, Hanlon, McGinn and Boyle and Jackson make up the back five, with Stevenson and Boyle being wing backs. Doherty, Allen and Slivka in midfield, with Doidge and McNulty up front. So a 5-3-2 or a 3-5-2, depends on how attacking they're feeling. And a similar situation going for Celtic. They've got Forster in goal, Taylor, Ayer, Julian, Bitton and Forrest making up back five. McGregor and Cham and Brown in midfield, and Edouard and Griffiths up front. So yeah, real chance for both these teams. Celtic have struggled in the past at Easter Road, but whether that will translate into today's game, we'll have to wait and see. It's a huge game really for Hibernian. They need to, if they get 3 points, they're more or less guaranteed top six due to the goal difference, but anything less than that, and they'll be hoping that Rangers will be able to sort St Johnstone out in the extra game that they have. For Celtic though, a win here today could really put them in with a chance of winning the league in a couple of games, especially with if Rangers drop any more points, they'd be pretty much guaranteed it. Now Allen, that's a decent ball, but it's well cut out, and Griffiths now has it for Celtic. Edouard finds Cham, but that ball is cut out by Slivka. Slivka manages to get it to Allen, and Allen finds Boyle. Boyle puts it straight back into Doidge. Doidge turns on his man. Now Slivka. Well, he loves a goal against Celtic, but he hasn't found one there, and he's been dispossessed. And now Brown takes it forward. Edouard puts it forward, but Boyle does well in his defensive duties and finds Slivka back to Boyle. Slivka again. Slivka to McNulty. McNulty though dispossessed, and McGregor now. It's a frantic game. It's all being played in the midfield at the moment. Forrest finds Griffiths. Griffiths to Edouard. A lot of room for these two just now, and that's a decent ball, but it's the shot in the end isn't a good one, and it just bobbles out for a goal kick. So here we are. Last game for both of these teams before the split, and as we said, it's an important game. So, well, Slivka went all in now. Nothing given in either direction though, and McGregor now has it on this wing. It's Taylor. It's a neat little chip to Griffiths. Griffiths' ball isn't a good one, but Boyle, what's he done there? And McGregor manages to sidewind into a position to get a shot off. But in the end, it's too acute an angle, and he's just rifled it wide. But Boyle, a little bit poor there with the challenge. Maybe a few matchday nerves here, playing against Celtic at home, knowing how much rides on this game. Always a nervy affair. So Cham places it forwards. And Celtic very much in control of the game at the moment. Griffiths running towards Jackson, who does eventually stand up to him. And the ball is rifled clear. Julian gets it to it. Slivka though lands with the ball, but McGregor does well to track back. Now Cham. Allen. To Cham. And that ball though is going to go bobble out to Jackson. Finds Boyle. And Slivka now on this right wing. Chips a dinky ball up for McNulty, but it's kind of nowhere near him. Celtic easily able to handle that. Now it's switched across to Forrest. Forrest to Griffiths. And that's offside in the end on the return pass. The defence holding off a little bit here. Not it's close, but he is offside. 20 minutes gone, 0-0. But it's It's been action-packed, just not around the goal areas. And Cham, Edouard and Cham finds McGregor on the overlap. Nobody's picked up that run. Doherty eventually up to him. Taylor though, is that a cross or did that get deflected? It looks like it's just a poor cross. And it is going to be a goal kick for Hibernian. Struggling to get a purchase in this game just at the moment. Celtic controlling the possession, controlling where the ball goes, but just not being able to get anything to happen in the final third. And loses out to that again. So Griffiths now to Edouard. Gets Griffiths on the 1-2, but that's offside as well. There's a little bit of composure maybe, or discipline from Celtic. They're really their own worst enemies. Hibs haven't had to do an awful lot of defending other than keeping the line and allowing Celtic to run offside, but a lot of space in that midfield and defence for Celtic to play around in, and that can be dangerous. Brown, that ball's not a good one. Jackson, no, puts it straight in the path of McGregor, and Edouard doesn't catch it well, and it's gone straight into the arms of Marciano. He lifts it up, but it's again straight back to Celtic. And Cham to McGregor. Taylor now again, so much room here. McGregor. Edouard. Oof. Well, that was an opportunity. Griffiths found the ball on the overlap, but it's really all being played in the Hibs half at the moment, and that's mainly down to the defensive decision to sort of stand off. Definitely the more active of the two teams, but Stevenson does well there now. Plays it to Allen. Allen gives it him back. Stevenson now runs it out under a bit of pressure from Forrest. Bit on Brown and Cham. To Griffiths, off Edouard. Brings McGregor into it. McGregor to Edouard. Edouard up against Jackson. He's doing well in that battle so far. Nice little pass to McGregor, and he gets a second shot, but again it's a fairly weak one. It goes up to Doige, but again it's Celtic who win that ball. Brown, not to Taylor. Well up against Taylor now. That's a poor pass, and Jackson's able to win it, and in the end just hoofs it out. It sounds like the away fans are singing the most. They've got more reason to. Well, that's... Oof. And it's a little bit of kamikaze defending. The ball comes off. Is it Jackson? McGregor? In the end, it's hammered over by Edouard. And so, goal kick it is. And once again, it's Celtic who win the ball in the air. Once again, they're given the room to run at the defence. Forrest takes it past his man, crosses quite early. And this time, it's won back by Hibs. Allen, Doige, back to Stevenson. Stevenson, a tasty little chip for Doige. Doige plays Allen through. Allen, oh, nearly got a goal against his old club. But Forster was there. Well, this was an excellent opportunity, probably the best of the game so far. But the shot was straight down Forster's throat, and he turned it aside. So it's a corner ball for Hibs, and this is the first real pressure they've had in the game just before half-time. But it has to be said, they've done well to keep it at 0-0. And the corner's not a good one, and it's going to be won by Celtic, but some good battling, and Hanlon wins it back. Allen now on the edge of the box and brings Boyle into the mix. Boyle finds Doige. Doige turns, and it's well defended. Jackson Under a little bit of pressure from Griffiths. Manages to get the pass off. But that is going to be the first half. 0-0. And, well, Celtic have commanded the majority of this game, but just not really come close to scoring. A couple of weaker shots from the front men, and then Hibs had a couple of decent chances towards the end of the half there. From the only chance they've really had to get the ball out of their own half. McGregor did so well there to make some space and get the shot off. Only to find it in the side netting. And then another chance here. Roofed it over the net. But could this wastefulness come back to haunt them? This was Scott Allen. This is a real opportunity here, but he's gone for power rather than direction, and the direction was straight at Forster. Could have done better with that, but in the end, 0-0. So there you go, 7 shots to 1, but only 3 on target for Celtic. 59% possession. It seems a little low in comparison to what we've seen, but 1 corner to 0 to Hibs. That's an interesting statistic. So all the chances shows you that not very many of the chances for Celtic have actually been on target, and none of them, in fact, have worried Marciano to the point of conceding a corner. Now then, Hibs get the ball back fairly quickly. Doidge tries to backheel it, but there's so many yellow shirts there, and so Celtic have the ball back. It's Forrest. He finds Ncham. Finds Griffiths. Now this is Edouard. Gets dispossessed by Allen. Finds Slivka. Slivka's got much more room than perhaps he thought. Doherty to McNulty, to Doherty, finds Doidge. Doidge now turns his man inside out, gets a shot off, but Forster saves well. Well, that was a real opportunity. Look how Doidge turned his man inside out, got the shot off. It was a decent one, a decent amount of power, but Forster had his angles covered and got down well to save. So second corner for Hibs early in the second half. They've come out a lot better than they did in the last half. Allen actually gets the ball to a head. Hanlon, though, heads it over the bar. And that's gone nowhere near, really, in the end. He knows it. But Celtic, a few warning shots here. They really need to up the game from the last 5 minutes or so of the first half, and the second half it looks like Hibs is finally getting a foothold into the game. Edouard to McGregor to Ncham. Edouard, McGregor to Taylor to Edouard. Oh, he finds McGregor in acres of space now, but Griffiths is dispossessed by Jackson and Hanlon combo, and now Doidge has the ball, manages to get the pass away to McNulty, but the pass back is cut out, and Forrest now has it on this right wing. He's up to Griffiths, just piercing through with the passes. Griffiths, though, not really going anywhere. Brown. It's Edwards. Edwards' ball, though, is poor, and it's cut out. So Allen now has it. Plays the ball ahead for Doidge to run on to, but it looks like Julian's going to get there first. A good amount of pressure from Doidge, though. And so Julian goes back to the keeper. It's still open game now. Much more open than it was in the first half. Ncham to Griffiths. Griffiths. He finds McGregor. He finds Edouard. And he manages to get a shot off, and it bobbles awkwardly, but Marciano is equal to it. Stevenson is on for Doherty to run onto now. Doidge has the ball. So Stevenson. It's a decent cross, and Allen nearly came away with it, but it was well defended in the end. Brown to Edwards. To Brown. Griffiths to Edouard. And it's well worked by the defence. And now Doherty has it in midfield for Hibs. Doidge to McNulty. Allen. Oh, he does well, but the pass is lacking. Taylor now to McGregor. Then Cham. Edouard and Cham. Brown. McGregor passing around, but it's well taken off him. The ball is long and not to anybody though, and so Celtic again have it here. In Cham in midfield. Griffiths to Forrest. To Griffiths, but it taken off him by Allen. And plays a long ball. Doidge is chasing it, and he puts a little bit of pressure. It looked like nobody wanted to go and get it. But in the end, Celtic come away with it, and again on the front foot here, but again struggling to get past that last line of defence. Allen takes it off him, gives it to Allen, to Doidge, to Doherty. Doherty brings it past his man. McNulty, back to Doherty. McNulty! Oh, well, he's kind of hit that wrong. So Hibs make the first substitution, as do Celtic, and Cham and Slivka coming off. This looks like Christie coming on for Cham. And for Hibs, oh, another substitution for Celtic. So Griffiths coming off for Bayo. Quarter of an hour or so on the clock. Didn't see who came on. Oh, Hallberg on for Slivka. Christie on from Cham. Indeed. And then Bayo on for Griffiths. Edouard. Finds McGregor. A little flick on to Christie. To Bayo now. For Christie. Oh, and there it is. That's the opening goal. What an impact from the substitutes. A goal and an assist just after coming on. And the Hibs defence went to sleep. And you can't do that against a team like Celtic. A lovely bit of play from these two, but nobody's picked that run up, and he's just hammered it home. He's not going to miss from there. Bayo with the goal. .78 minutes on the clock, so it looks like that could be the winning goal at this stage, but there's still 12 minutes left to play. How will Hibs respond? Stevenson plays a decent ball across to Boyle. Boyle to Hallberg. And back to McGinn. Finds Hallberg again on this wing now. Hallberg plays it into Boyle. Boyle. Nice little ball into Allen, but he can't get his ball through. Oh, it's a good sliding challenge. Hallberg now does some well. Does really well, but Allen's shot is blocked. And Taylor now has the ball. 3 minutes on the clock. He's going to bring it out. Across to McGregor. To Brown. To McGregor. Christie. To Taylor. McGregor to Edouard. Taylor. Christie tries to run in, but he's beaten to the ball. Now Hallberg finds Scott Allen. Ooh. That was, I don't know what quite happened there. Stevenson though. Chance up against Forrest. Battles well. He's claiming for being pulled back there, but nothing given. Scott Brown, the captain, comes off to be replaced by that guy, Rogic. So that's all 3 substitutions for Celtic just now. There's Forrest, Christie, Rogic, and for McGregor, Forrest, Taylor, back to Forrest, back to Edouard. Edouard gets it taken off him by McGinn. Hallberg. Hallberg has space now to run. And he finds Allen in the centre of the pitch. That's a great ball through for Hallberg. And there it is. Oh, what a save from Forster. And Doige, well, you think he perhaps should have done better. He's gone for power again. And it's hit off the knee of Forster. But what a chance that was. Possibly the last chance they'll get to earn something from this game. This corner is going to be the last play of the game. Allen to take. It's into the near post. Oh, Hanlon. It's hit off his head, but it's gone wide. And so it is Hibernian 0, Celtic 1. And that substitution from Neil Lennon really won the game. Christie with the piece of play with Bayo to get the goal. And Hibs just didn't make enough of the chances that they got. So it puts them in real danger now with just one game left before the split. And St Johnstone have a chance against Rangers, where if they pick up any points at all, then they'll be in the top 6. Whereas if it stays as it is, Hibernian are in the top 6. Thanks for watching.